like to kick every episode off by going around the table, which is where we talk about something new, fun, and noteworthy about our week. And man, oh man, this seems like a week that Luke wants to talk about. Go!
Well, yeah, sure, why not? Really nothing eventful happened. I worked, and that was it.
I think we're like 13 weeks in of nothing happened.
I mean, it's true, but let's end a saga, shall we? Do you guys want to end a saga?
Yeah.
I got something in the mail. Unexpected. First of all, I got an email.
I think I know where this is.
I got an email that I got pretty mad about. But then in the mail today, something came that just I was able to let go of that anger. So I got this. It's a Mega Man.
I got the email too, but go ahead.
From Loyal Subjects.
Uh-huh.
We'll stop there. There's more things that came in this package. So let's go back to this email. I got an email that says, your Super Double Diamond Club membership is open for re-enrollment or something to that effect.
Yeah, I'll bet it freaking is.
Yeah. And to which I instantly went, really? Like, I haven't gotten the rest of my stuff yet, and now you're sending out for me to sign up again? I was like, I'm still waiting on at least 2 toys and a skate deck. Well,
yeah, fool me once.
I got a skate deck.
Hey,
that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's like
Skeletor?
right up your alley.
It's
too.
pretty sweet, man. It's awesome. Milo saw it and he's like, Dad, are you going to start skateboarding now? Because he's been practicing.
And you said not yet because we don't have life insurance.
And we don't have
weekend
everything
goals.
else to make the skateboard. All we have is the deck. So I got the skate deck, I got the Mega Man, and then I also got a Lino and Snarf in the crystal orange color. And then this is just the blue whatever color.
And I threw it on the ground.
So can I ask you this question?
You can.
He signed up for the next year.
So they sent you those. They tend to do this a lot where they have like these full figures that are just solid, like translucent plastic or resin or whatever. It's all plastic. It's not resin.
Yeah.
Do you like those?
No.
Okay. I don't either.
This is on eBay.
I feel like it takes like
This is on eBay as we speak.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Great.
Because for me, I just think like that's super lazy.
I have more too. I have other ones that they've sent in the last couple months. But they're just kind of like, let's just do a colorway and check this off the list.
Yeah. Patrick, did you get those too?
Well, the funny thing is they're probably sitting in my mailbox because I got the email asking me to re-up.
Yep.
Unsurprisingly, I did not.
How did you feel? Wait. How did you feel when you got the email?
Well, it's just, okay, listen, I get it. I understand why you do something like this. Like, I understand why they would try to do a membership club. I understand the appeal of a bunch of people paying up front. I understand the trying to drum up even more exclusivity and even more like conversation. Jibber jabber around your products because you have these ultra limited blah 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 things. I get it. But it became apparent so quickly that they weren't living up to the promises. And it's, yes, someone can say, well, we didn't explicitly say that. I mean, that's
we didn't give you a timeline of when it would release. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I hate to tell you, you can like dive into semantics, but if you do a year-long club that has like a number of releases that equates to the number of months in the year, it's pretty effing logical to assume that you're going to get everything within the span of a year and probably one thing a month.
Yeah.
I mean, and so to act like
a reasonable expectation.
Right.
Yeah, and so to kind of read more. And then the problem is you reach out to their support.
No help.
And it's zero. It's
very
it's
kind.
Not even
the email correspondence, very cordial, very professional, but just not helpful.
Absolutely no help. And seemingly no desire to help. I mean, like it's insane to me that you feel like you can take because I understand that people. How much was the membership? Do you remember we paid $250 or something?
No, less than that because we were early on it. I wanted to say it was $150.
Whatever it is, $150. That's fine. That's still fine. The people that like toys and collectibles, and the people that are willing to spend $150 on a toy or a collectible, that's a lot smaller group of people. And so those are the people that are really, and the people that are willing to hand you their money up front and just trust you to come through with your promise.
Yeah.
That's an even smaller group of people.
Yep.
And so to take this subset of your market,
right, without knowing what you're going to be getting,
has money, that is saying, I'm willing to trust you, that is choosing to say no to all these other amazing things that are being made and to hand it to you up front, and then to kind of take a dump on them. That's what it feels like to me.
I think that was exactly their misstep is this stuff happens all the time in like Kickstarters, right? It's a person first time into this kind of foray of like, give me your money, I'll return a product, and like, I'm building this right now, and we're trying to proof of concept it. That's essentially what they were doing with this clubs, first time going through it. But the difference is the Kickstarter campaigns that are successful or that people, sign up for their next thing are the ones that have very open and transparent communication of, hey, we know you aren't getting this or you didn't get this or we said this, but here's what happened and here's what we're running into with manufacturing or shipping out of another country. Please bear with us.
Over the course of the last, because I think, how long ago, by the way, did we order
I feel
these?
like it's 2 years ago at least.
I think it's been, I can go pull the date on this. I think we're at 2 years.
Yeah.
I think you did it while I was still in Ohio, bro.
I think you're right.
So this has been a while, okay? So, but how many, we could even say a year and a half, I don't care. 2 years, but whatever. How many times, other than automated emails, like the little automated shipping notifications, and not including when you reached out to them, how many times were you communicated with? How many times did they send you an email?
I think only twice.
I think I know of one. I'm having trouble remembering if there were 2 times.
I'm going to say 2 to give them the benefit of the doubt because I feel like there was 2.
This is your exclusive club.
Right. I didn't feel special.
You only sell 100 of these. Like these people are early adopters. They're special. They're putting up money. In 2 years, you send me 2 emails. It's crazy. So anyway, I probably have a box of more of their stuff, at the office. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I mean, I'll try to sell it if anybody will buy it. But otherwise, I'll just throw it back there in the corner and that'll be that. But I'm not signing back up for it.
No way.
And I hate it. I wanted.
I love that you felt the need to cap that conversation off by saying you're not going to sign up for it again.
Wait. I just got another email. There's still time to renew your SDCC membership.
Did you really just get one?
Just now.
Oh, I don't want to check. Maybe they're listening. I want to see if I got one. Hold on. Come on, internet. I know you're faster than this, Chattanooga.
That's funny. Just now.
There's still time to renew, everybody.
Listen,
no.
If you like their stuff and if you want to just spend money and get stuff randomly, then it's fine if you like their style. But if you want something that if you want to join a club to feel special and feel like you are on in a different kind of in a different group of collector, this is not the thing to sign up for because
other people are doing it better.
Become a patron.
Yeah, right. It was weird too.
We've at least talked to you 3 times in the last year.
Right.
Yeah, and sent you something just about every month.
So the other thing is they gave us these cards, these membership cards, and I picked it up at San Diego Comic-Con, right? Andrew, do you remember me picking that up? And it was a stand in line. You're no more special than anybody else. and it didn't even get us get a discount at their booth. Like,
I thought you were supposed to get 10% off or
yeah,
something like that.
I thought so too. But they're like, oh yeah, no, we're already doing show deals. Like, so, like I spend extra money. I spent extra money on this membership.
Yeah, because we were supposed to get an extra, like, whatever it was, 10%. I don't know where my card is. I probably used it to try to get in a door and broke it or something. Who knows? Okay, sorry. That I got the email. I probably got the package.
Yeah.
I'm done being annoyed.
The saga's over. That's it.
It's over. It's finished.
Listen, if you like that stuff, then good luck. If you want some of that stuff, it's on eBay. I'm selling it. So.
Yeah, and if you want to join the Super Double Diamond Club, it says you should hurry up. There's spots still available.
I'm not going to sell the skate deck though.
So just take your time.
I'm not selling this. I'm gonna get grip tape and trucks and bearings and wheels and all that stuff. Yeah, I like Skeletor. I'm fine with that. But I'm gonna skateboard with my son. So that's it.
Awesome. Okay, who you handing it off to?
I'm gonna throw it to Patrick.
I feel like I talked enough, so I'm only share one thing and I'll be done because I sorry for blabbing and all that kind of stuff. But guys, y'all should have got this too, and if y'all didn't, then you will get it. But basically, Shauna Parmesan, she was nice enough that she sent a nice end of year card. By the way, if you don't know Shauna Parmesan, she does.
I can't find it.
I keep saying Parmesan.
Sorry, Shauna.
Pinchesin. But she does her. Wait, what are the cards called again?
Simple Thoughts.
Simple Thoughts. Yes. Oh, it's on the back of this. I couldn't find it. Simple Thoughts.
It's on the back of the card? Gosh.
No, it's
Hallmark
on the back.
should have thought of that.
It's on the back of the patch, Andrew.
It's on the front.
Focus.
In the front.
That's the back. I'm showing you the patch.
Look at the front. Look at the front, though.
Look at the front.
Look at the front.
Look at the front.
You're saying that no matter what I said, I would have been correct. You're just trying to encourage me.
No, I'm saying look at the front of the package. It says it on the front.
I know, and it also says it on the back.
You are incorrigible.
Incorrigible.
Continue.
Anyway, the point is...
You're doing great.
You. That's all. I just wanted to tell Shauna, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Shauna.
She has great lettering. And on that note, real quick, Shauna is another Orlando native, and we are going to be in Orlando February 11th for a M of One podcast meetup. We have a pretty large group that's going to be there so far. At least that we know it's going to be there. A lot of artists from the Slack community, artists that we've had on the show, several. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 5 or 6 of the artists we've had on the show. And you need to be there too. Everyone's invited. It's February 11th. It's going to be in the evening. Just imagine it as go get dinner with a significant other or a friend, and then afterwards, come hang out with us. We'll post details for location.
We're gonna buy everybody snow cones.
It's likely gonna be on the boardwalk at Disney.
I've heard some rumors of Abracadabra, but we'll figure it out. It's not set in stone. The only thing you need to know: Sunday, February 11th.
Be there.
That is set in stone.
Hang out with us. Mingle with some artists. If you're an artist, let us mingle with you. Come grab some drinks with us. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time. So you'll see that stuff going out soon. And who knows? Maybe Shauna Lynn will be there with her wares.
For you,
Shauna,
only
you can come and feel like you don't have to hawk your wares there.
Yeah, don't hawk your wares. Actually, that would be incredibly rude for all of you people. No, but seriously,
hawking wares.
Whether you're an artist, not an artist, it doesn't matter. If you're a fan of the show or a fan of these people in the community, just join us. Hang out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Super chill. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. It's like as chill as it can be. Andrew, finish it up.
Okay. So Luke, you'll appreciate this.
Okay.
We are a couple of sessions into our Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Adventure. I don't know.
Yeah. Campaign.
Have you started painting my guy yet?
Theoretically, yes.
So is that technically no?
It's primed.
It's theoretical.
But doesn't it come primed?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's been molded.
Okay. Anyway, so I have a stand-in figure while that one's getting painted, but we have delved into the world of miniatures, and today I went to the comic book store because I know we encountered this guy. He's a bugbear.
Yeah.
We encountered him, but he got away because we were spending too much time talking about what to do. So
I like your dungeon master. Who's your dungeon master?
His name is Matt.
Good job, Matt.
Matt. So let me tell you, Matt is incredible at this because we play and we have a good time with it. But we occasionally will get lost in like the discussion of like strategy and all these things. And as we're discussing, he'll allow other things to happen. Like, well, you guys took too long, and he managed to get away while you whatever. The other thing that he did was I think I told you that we a couple of the guys, EJ and another guy, Austin, wanted to. We ran into some wolves, and they didn't want to kill all of them. They said they wanted to. They said they wanted to try to train one.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't train one. He's like. They're like, come on, why not? We want to train one. He's like, okay, I guess roll for whatever the F.
Animal handling.
Roll for animal
handling.
And animal handling. And he just happened to get like a natural 20 or something. He's like, okay, I guess you guys have a wolf now. So we had a wolf, and we named him Kevin, and he went around with us for one whole evening session. Well, early in this past session, he was having to play as Kevin, right? Yeah. He was having to roll initiative for him and do all this stuff that was like weird stuff. And so he's like, you're walking through the woods and you stumble across a pack of wolves. Kevin walks up to him, looks at them, turns it back and looks at you, and then runs off with them. and Austin just went, you just didn't want to have to do Kevin anymore. Oh, it was great. But anyway,
he's good.
It's been fun. So I've really enjoyed it. It's been a ton of fun. I've got this guy. We're gonna introduce him into it, and then I asked Matt to give me a list of some of the baddies that we're gonna be encountering over the rest of the campaign. And so he sent me the list. So I'm gonna go online and order like as many of the miniatures that would make sense to do that with.
Sure.
Because it's so much more fun with miniatures.
Absolutely.
And he has a big screen up, like a full size TV that has the map on it, and he does Fog of War on it.
Nice.
So like as you walk into the room, you can only see on the map what you could see as you walk in, and as you explore, the map gets bigger and you can see more of it. Oh, it's so much more fun that way.
That's
and
good.
They play music. Did I tell you this?
Yeah.
They play like ambient
Didn't
music
he do
and
fog
sounds.
Like your first session? Didn't he do
yeah,
fog?
The first session there was a fog machine.
That's awesome.
Anyway, it's a lot of fun. That's all. I just wanted to say,
cool, guys.
Hey, it is cool.
D&D is amazing.
Then the other thing, I got a toy. I got a piece of art that I have not even opened yet, and I've had it for like 4 weeks.
Hey, that's what that tube is back in that corner over there. Same thing.
I'm waiting to get the right frame for it, and Michael's, I want a white frame for it, and I'll take it out and show you guys when I get it, but the white frames have been sold out, so I'm waiting for that. I did get this. We talked about it on the show back when they were first announced, but they're out now, and so I picked up a Kylo Ren Mighty Mug.
Ugh.
I know you don't like them, but you know what? It's super fun. Watch this. Ha!
Is it 3 faces or 2?
And oh,
that's my thoughts on that.
So I like him a lot. The stylization is great. The face, all of the facial expressions were done by
Dateline NBC.
No,
Daniel Radcliffe.
No, Loftman. Is it David Loftman?
Derek Loftman.
I'm like blanking. Derek Loftman.
Yeah.
Have all been done by Derek Loftman, and I love them. Some of them are just absolutely weird, and we've talked about this on the show. Like Groot looks like he's wearing a helmet instead of like a head. The fit, like the human characters are the best because the hair hides the mechanism, but for things that don't have hair, it tends to look weird. Like Chewbacca looks strange, and
Chewbacca
Groot
is literally 99% hair.
Right.
Okay, great.
Okay. I understand the confusion, but if you see it, then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like of all the characters you could have picked in making your hair statement.
I understand.
It's fair. The
one that's a walking toupee was the wrong one.
I can't argue with your logic.
Like if you said, I've got a Professor X figure, it looks weird. Okay.
He would look weird.
Have you seen the powder figure? Okay, got it.
Anyway, I think that's all for now.
What's the dude's name on Arrested Development that has alopecia?
Yeah, Stan Sitwell.
Stan Sitwell.
All right, I think that's it. Other things have happened, but that's fine for now. Tomorrow. Yeah, by the time we see that, you'll see this. This will be over, so don't worry about it. Great. We're gonna get out of here. That's it for our Around the Table. Up next, Master Categories. Every week, our Master Category section is about the tokens we drew the week before. That gives us our categories. We pick our topics based on those categories. Pretty simple strategy. Luke, why don't you kick things off for us?
All right. I had art and design, and I'm going to talk about something that has to do with toys and games, but it's such good design and a really, really fun idea that I want to talk about it. So today, as of recording, Nintendo released details for their new product called Labo. And so Labo is a maker kit. It's a cardboard maker kit that works with your Switch to kind of bring it to life. There's things that, like a keyboard, there's a fishing rod, a backpack with boxing gloves for like a robot game. There is a motorcycle. There's like a house. It's this idea of, kind of reminds me of the Google Cardboard. Do you guys remember that? Mm-hmm. Where it's like the VR goggles that you make it yourself, put your phone in it, and all of a sudden you had VR. Well, this is the same thing. You make these different things from pre-stamped cardboard, and then you put your Switch and your Joy-Cons in different spots, and they do different things, and then you can also customize it. You can color it, you can paint it, you can put stickers on it, whatever you want to do to kind of make it your own. And it looks like they have, I don't know if it's going to be one game that uses multiple things or if it's a couple games. It looks like there's a couple different kits. There's a variety kit and a robot kit. Both of those come out April 20th. The variety kit's 70, the robot kit's 80. But I imagine if this goes well, there'll be more and more things that come out. And it's a really, really fun idea. It works perfect for the modular kind of design of the Switch already, and then adding in all of the gyroscope and accelerometers and all that stuff that the Switch already does. It makes perfect sense, and it's really awesome for Nintendo in this kind of like realm of AI and 4K and virtual reality to kind of go, let's just go the opposite way. Let's go backwards and actually get you doing things with your hands and being creative outside of the console, and then interacting with the console with it. And so I was super excited when I saw it. It's just really, really fun stuff. And if you just go to labo.nintendo.com and you can watch the trailer, and the trailer is really, really good. I mean, like it's awesome. The music choice and everything, like it's just really, really fun and exciting to watch. But yeah, I mean, you guys both saw it. What did you think?
I thought it was a ton of fun. I thought Cooper's gonna love it. He's a builder. He loves Lego stuff. He likes to create stuff. He plays Minecraft specifically so he can make stuff.
Right.
I like that it incorporates making something and then being able to utilize the system and that it works with the system somehow. I don't even know how that works, but like it uses like the accelerometers in conjunction with actual pulls and levers and
rubber
things like that
and
in the
stuff
back.
like that.
It's crazy how it functions like that. I'm going into it 90% enthusiastic, 10% skeptical that the stuff will last.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest issue, at least in my household, is
it
we'll
looks
play
like
it for
it's
a couple
like
times.
sturdy cardboard.
Yeah, but that doesn't, I mean,
Right.
our kids, they will destroy
like if you're doing
anything.
that fishing rod that they show, like you're going to do that 2 times and the thing's going to snap, potentially.
Or it takes your brother going, it's my turn now, and rip, and like your rod is gone. Like, I'm not optimistic about that portion, but I think it's a lot of really fun creativity. Patrick, what do you think?
I mean, it looks cool. I don't see how you could use it for more than an afternoon, and at least me, like I don't have kids, right? So I don't have the whole. I feel like I would like put everything together, and I would play with each thing for about 5 minutes, and then I'd be good. And then it would just sit somewhere for about a year, and then I would throw it away, and that would be the end of it. Now, I do like the idea of saying, hey, like the same people, the same way that there's this whole maker movement using Raspberry Pis and Arduino, like these little boards and chips and switches and whatever. I like the idea of saying, let's apply the maker movement to a console. That's pretty cool. And
it's really awesome.
Beyond the cardboard, what will people start doing? Like, hopefully this will start spurring ideas in people that maybe they do create things that are longer lasting.
Yeah.
With other applications that are utilizing the different inputs and controls and buttons in creative ways.
Yeah, I see a lot of the stuff that I saw at CES. One whole section of CES was a lot of 3D printing. And so when I saw this, I was like, how long before, the thought process goes, okay, my kids will destroy this eventually. If somebody will 3D print that same thing that you get out of one of these kits, and then it'll be a thing of plastic that's actually made that will last. And like you said, what else will we see? What other kind of things will people come up with? I think 3D printing will be a huge part of making that successful and lasting.
So that'll be cool. Price? I don't have a problem with the price. Like I posted today in our community that I was trying to decide if it was worth it. Sure. My point wasn't to say that I think $70 is too much. It's just to say, again, I think realistically, I'm not the guy that's going to get 100 hours of fun out of it.
Sure.
So that's the reason it's kind of to decide if it's worth it. Now, it might be worth it just to buy the wearable kit and see what it looks like on me. That might totally be worth it. We'll just do a whole video where I put it together, strap it to my back. I just try to put my arms beside my side and it rips it in half. I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah.
I will be the first to watch that video because I'll edit it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'll have to be the one to watch it.
That's it. Who wants to take it?
I was going to say, like, the typical thing here is you throw it to someone.
No, I'm gonna let you guys decide.
3 years ago.
You guys fight over it.
Oh, I'm just going to go. It's fine. I'm going to jump in. So, 2 great things coming out. So in the world of TV and film, we messed up our record schedule last week. And when I say we messed it up, we didn't do it in the typical order we do it in. Normally, we record our Thursday episodes, unsurprised. Even though we record them around the same time, we record them after our Tuesday episodes. So it kind of follows the same order of the release as far as what you hear. Last week, they got flipped. And so you'll hear during the Thursday episode, I make a comment about I'm excited to talk about the post next week. Well, if you listened last week, I had actually already talked about it 2 days before I made that comment because we flipped up the episodes and mixed them up. So what that means is I had intended this week, having TV and film, to talk with you about the post because I knew that was the next big film on the horizon. But guess what? It's old news. Don't care about it anymore because we have new stuff coming out. So 2 things. 1, this past week...
Why do you have to be so aggressive? Can't you just say...
He's not aggressive. He's excited.
Yeah, this is what people,
I don't care about it anymore.
This is what personalities do, Andrew. This is the World Wide Web that you're experiencing. Okay?
Yeah.
Whatever. What'd you just say? Doesn't matter. Old news. Now what I'm going to say. That's how this works.
Now what I'm going to say.
So anyway, 2 things coming out. So first, something that actually comes out this Friday, and that is a new Netflix movie, A Futile and Stupid Gesture. So this is about the creation of National Lampoon. and Doug Kinney. So Doug Kinney is the co-founder of the magazine. He ended up dying at the age of 33, so very young, but he was involved with founding the magazine. Huh?
Never mind.
What'd you say, Luke?
I said, who killed Kenny?
I see. Okay, no, I got it for sure. But he was involved with Animal House. He was also involved with Caddyshack, both of those before his death. And this film talks about, again, where that came from the dorm room to founding the magazine to then those films being created. And it's when you watch the trailer, it's pretty hilarious because they have all of these, they have people playing Bill Murray and Gildner Radner and Chevy Chase. And funny on the Chevy Chase, by the way, that's played by Joe McHale. Given the Community connection, if anybody knows how to play Chevy Chase, it's Joe McHale that spent, how many seasons with him on Community. But they have all these people that are kind of poor lookalikes playing people that are all still alive.
Yeah.
But it looks the film looks hilarious, and so it also has Emmy Rossum, who is the girl from Shameless, which Andrew, I know you've been on a Shameless kick lately. So
he's been shameless about it.
You.
I mean, I watched the whole series. I think I'm off of it. It's old news now.
That's right. You're catching up now, Andrew.
I'm on to Handmaid's Tale now.
Well, so on that note, so that's Friday, Futile and Stupid Gesture. That's what I'll be watching on Friday. It looks great. Certainly it's for adults, but that's fine. I mean, you're an adult. You listen to this. You seem old. Enjoy the film.
You seem old.
But on that note.
Coming from Patrick, just so everyone knows, that's usually an insult.
Also, that means you're probably at least 34.
If you say it fast enough, people miss that it's an insult. That's the key to insulting people. Just blow through it and keep going. So, speaking of Handmaid's Tale, this week as well, they, or not as well, but this past week, I should say, they released the Season 2 trailer. I know that was all messed up. Just stay with it. They released the Season 2 trailer for The Handmaid's Tale. So I did not realize this, but Andrew, before the record, you happened to bring up the fact that you're currently watching Season 1. So where are you in the show right now?
That was a weird sound. I don't know if the
Who
microphone
made that sound,
caught it.
Because that wasn't me.
It was me, because I was sitting like this and my finger was resting on my lips, and then when I moved my finger, it made this weird squeaky sound. I don't know if it'll get picked up in the audio. So
I heard it.
Okay.
I liked
it. We are at episode 6, so I think halfway.
Sure.
Okay. I have no idea how many are in the season, but that's great. So, are you really enjoying the show so far?
I'm very intrigued by the show. I don't know. Enjoying is a weird phrase. I went into this show with an expectation, one of high expectation, because you said this was your number one watch of 2017. So I was coming into it with high expectation. On top of that, I thought I knew what it was about. I thought it was a period piece.
I see what you did there. Do you see what you did there?
I thought it was a period piece, and it like took place in like some like Quaker, like some Quaker, like.
I mean, it technically is a period piece. It's another period of time.
No. Quaker was what I was thinking, but
correct.
Like pacifist Quaker, like that type of Quaker?
Yes, like a Quaker community. Community is the word I was looking for. But it's not. And so like when we went into it and the show first started, we were like, what is happening? Because we had no idea. It took a couple of episodes for it to kind of sink in what was happening. And
it feels a bit too real at times. Like it feels like it's like would be easy to get there. That's kind of like how I
described it to EJ was saying that it's not an alternate universe. It definitely takes place within our sphere of universe, but it's an alternate reality. Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't take place in the future, doesn't take place in the past. It is like our present if certain things a few years ago went differently.
Yeah.
If things kind of culminated, it also could potentially be a precursor to what things 10 years from now could be.
Sure.
But the idea is that it's just a slightly altered reality.
Yeah, it's a little bit too plausible.
Yeah.
So
for
the
sure.
book, so the series is based on the book. The book was published in 1985.
Push by Sapphire.
Yes. But yeah, the show is. I was kind of the same way. I didn't know what to expect. I knew a lot of people liked it. And so, it's funny that you say, like, you just expected it to be just people in a Quaker community. That's kind of what I was expecting, too. I thought it was, I just assumed it was something set, 100 years, 100 and whatever years ago, and some part of some rural area.
Hoboken.
And then immediately in the first scene, the first season. I mean, it's the car chase or the car wreck, and then people tracking her down with like machine guns, and you realize very quickly that is not what's happening. So definitely upsets that point of view very quickly. Certainly, like anything else, there's a lot of time spent early where you're being introduced to characters and trying to really get a grasp on why things are the way they are. Probably about where you are now, Andrew, is in the season where they actually start explaining the backstory really well. Mm-hmm. Because for the first, I think, 4 episodes or so, you aren't given any backstory.
Right,
like
you don't know where you are in the country. I don't think they ever actually tell you where you are in the country, but I looked up online. I pulled a Patrick. I looked up online, and based on people who have read the story or watched the show deeply, have picked up on like various clues, and they did their sleuthing and research, and it's like somewhere in Massachusetts.
Sure. I have no idea. That sounds great. I'll just assume that's true.
I'll say this.
So
I'll say this.
Yeah.
Slight spoiler. You'll get there. You'll get
You'll get where?
Oh.
Figuring out where they are.
Oh.
Yeah, fair. So I'll say this. I don't know that I was fully hooked until I got about halfway through the season. And then the second half of the season I thought was incredible. By the time the season actually closes, it's just, man, I just really wanted to keep going with it. So they finally released the first teaser of the new season. The new season releases, I think it's April 25th. So we still have a few months to go, 3 months or 4 months or so.
You got 5 days with the Labo, and then start watching Handmaid's Tale.
Exactly. You can, by the time you're sick of your fishing pole, jump right into Handmaid's Tale. But I will say this, Andrew, you haven't seen the second trailer. Luke and I watched it.
It's intense.
It is it's very different visually than the first season.
If you want to give
Go ahead.
If you want to give a more in-depth version of it, I will take my headphones off and continue to watch you guys.
That's fine. It's just like, and based on what you know from season 1, you have an idea of probably where it is.
Yeah.
But it's just it's going to be a big shift in season 2, and the tone feels very dark.
So the thing is, watching it, I don't understand some of the visuals I'm seeing. I'm lost of like, wait, why am I seeing this? And that's interesting to me for sure.
Yes. So I'm very excited about season 2. Have to wait a bit more, but thankfully Westworld is a spring 2018 release. So hopefully we'll be seeing Westworld soon. That'll kind of tie us over.
Yeah.
Certainly we're going to jump into Handmaid's Tale, and man, the second half of this year is just going to be nuts with television. So so very excited to see it. Andrew, I'm glad you're going through it. Hurry up and get through it so we can talk about it, especially before some more detailed trailers come out. But
yeah, I think it'll probably be, I mean, when we're done recording tonight, since we'll be done a little bit early tonight, I'll probably watch an episode.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be done by the end of this weekend.
Great. All right. Andrew, your turn. Finish us up.
Okay, let's take us home. I got toys and games, and I'm excited. I've been excited to talk about these guys for the past few weeks, but I've been waiting for the right time to talk about them. I'm sending you guys a link so that you can see what I'm talking about. But for everybody else who's not looking at our screens, there's a company. So there's several companies, right? We talk about Kid Robot. We talk about the loyal subjects from time to time. We talk about
Mondo has toys and collectibles.
Mondo for toys and collectibles. But there's a company that's out there that we don't spend a lot of time talking about. But it's the company that Jason Freeney, our friend Jason, who's been on the show before, incredible artist who seems to be putting something out like every other day now. Gummy Fetus has partnered up with in recent years, and that's Mighty Jaxx. Mighty Jaxx is a toy company, collectible company, designer toy company, and they have been churning stuff out left and right recently. So I just sent you guys a link. Did you see what I sent you?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, so the name of the figure is, I'm going to butcher this, but I'm just going to go after it. Noon Schwan's Fuchs, and it's by Toma, a.k.a. Tomart Inc. But he is he's called an elusive beast. He's a mystical creature who possesses transcendental powers. It can be traced back to Japan and Korea. He has kind of this mean look to him. He looks almost like a Sonic figure.
Yeah.
Would you say,
yeah.
Luke? I don't know if there's any way that you can, at this point, like overlay a graphic of him in my box. Potentially.
Probably.
Okay. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can get a quick look at him. Luke's going to drop an image on there. But he has 9 tails, and he's like a fox with 9 tails, but he's standing in this really, really cool stylized pose, and his tails are all intertwined and knotted together behind him.
Yeah.
He's like this cool burnt orange color with his 2 tail ends are like a teal turquoise. The paint job is really, really rad. So he's up for sale right now. He just came out a couple weeks ago. You can still pick him up. I think it's an edition size of 200, so they haven't sold out yet. If you want to go check it out and you like it, you can pick him up. What do you guys think?
It's cool.
I know, I dig him, yeah.
So it's weird because the thing I don't like about it is the back, like the knots part. Like I feel like that kind of
really
ruins the figure.
Oh, see, that's what first drew me to him.
Like, so I'm trying to imagine if he didn't have that, what would it look like? And I feel like it would be unbalanced because that adds kind of like the balance in the back of the piece.
Sure, because he's got really big hands and arms.
Right. But every time I see it, I don't love it. And now, is that supposed to be like, is that his like ponytail, or is that like, where does that come from?
That's his tail. He's a fox. He's like a fox.
So what are the blue things? Is that the end of his tail?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
It's tough to tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love it. I really liked the front until I started turning it around, and I like it less.
Okay.
So I dig the fact that it looks like it would be a coarse figure.
Yeah.
That it's
very
got like
clean.
Angular.
Angular, exactly. It's got the hard edges, but it's got a really nice like flow to the whole piece. All the curve is in like the flow, but then it still has a lot of hard edges, like transitioning between.
Sure.
Yeah, it looks sick. Yeah.
So if you don't like that one, Luke, try this one out, because I also picked up this one. They released on the same day. They're both by they're both by Mighty Jaxx. This one is Jason Freeney.
This is way better. Already way better.
This one is it goes the exact opposite direction as the other figure. This figure is called Yokels by Jason Freeney. It's
an egg.
It's an egg.
I'm an idiot.
Very simplistic.
What did you think it was? A ghost?
I didn't know what it was. I was like, this is adorable, whatever this is, but it makes total sense. It's an egg and a yolk.
Man, that's freaking great.
His back pops off, the back of the shell pops off, and there is a baby yellow, like a little yellow yolk inside with a pacifier, and it's adorable. Again, I would think Luke would probably overlay an image of it right now on the screen.
You would think that.
If you're watching this. But
don't give in, Luke.
Isn't he so cute?
Yeah, I like that better.
So both of these are limited edition. They're both still available. He's much more affordable. He is only $40, whereas the other figure is like $90, I think, or $99. The other figure is almost 9 inches tall, though, so that's a pretty decent size figure. This one sits at 3 inches, so he's going to be a tiny
really
little.
see that tail you don't like.
Okay, so now that I look at yokels, I think I know the reason. Well, the reason I don't like the first one as much is because I don't understand that design concept for the back tail part. But the other thing is it doesn't feel like a Freeney piece. Like it doesn't feel like Jason Freeney. It's
not Jason Freeney.
Oh, you're right. You said that. That's my bad.
So
never mind.
So yeah, I mean, if your biggest beef with it is that the artist isn't who the artist is, then I think we've solved
two pieces by the same person. That's my bad.
Luke, I agree with you because the way Andrew set that up sounded like it was absolutely Jason Freeney piece. It's not.
No,
that's what we learned here.
I think the record would state that I didn't say it was Jason.
Yeah, no,
Freeney.
you did.
I was just setting up who Mighty Jaxx was.
Yeah, I don't. You said we know of them
Toma.
from. Yeah, right. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So anyway, those are two pieces. If you are it's been a while since I bought a designer toy. It's been quite a while actually, probably a year. So I saw these and I thought, you know what, let's do it. I like Jason Freeney's work. He's a cool dude. We've had him on the show. His work tends to be a little bit more expensive, but this one was smaller, so it was much more affordable.
Sure.
And I thought it was fun. It's going to be a great desk piece. I really dig the look of that other figure. I think the color draws me in. The teal and the burnt orange of the of that wolf creature.
Yeah.
I think is just really appealing to me. So. I think that's it. You can go to Mighty Jaxx and buy both of these pieces right now. They're both available as of the record. We'll see how long they stay up, but they'll ship third quarter of this year, so it'll be like beginning of fall.
There's a lot of really fun stuff available.
Oh yeah,
like through their site. I mean, I get the emails from them, so I see a lot of the releases and stuff like that. But I've never. I guess recently I haven't taken the time to go through and look through their inventory, and they have some really fun stuff.
They have an awesome BMO. If you're a fan of Adventure Time, they have an awesome Jason Freeney BMO X-ray.
The anatomical one, yeah.
Yeah, and he lights up, like his heart lights up inside, and it's awesome. But it's just a little too expensive for me. It's $170, but it's great. Oh, I love it. Anyway, and their website's great. Their website is really clean, bold, nice photos. It's worth a look. So,
yeah.
All right, I think that's it for me. That means that's it for this episode. You can find us on mof1podcast.com where you can find show notes and links to stuff we talked about. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's all right below us. Click on it there. While you're clicking on stuff, click like, click share, click subscribe on all the different places. It's super helpful for us. Find us on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Play, and now on Spotify. We're all over the place. Just search M of One Podcast, and you can find new episodes twice a week, every single week. While you're doing stuff, if you want to, drop a line to us, we're M of One Podcast on all the different social platforms. Also, join our Slack channel.
Yeah,
it's a great place to connect with people. What?
Say hi.
Say hi.
Oh, say hi, yeah. And you can say more than just hi.
No.
But it's a great place. It's a great place to connect throughout the week and find other creatives, other professionals doing what you do and sharing some really, really cool work, as well as getting it's a great encouraging place to find cool people. And what else? Oh, you can support the show on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/mof1podcast. Throw a couple dollars in the bucket, and each month it will help us out so much. For $5, you join the blooper level, and you'll get some videos and some blooper stuff that's just stupid. If you think this is terrible, then
no.
It's a good time. So it helps us out. It helps us continue to do what we do. Yeah. And like I've said many a times this year, we have so many plans for 2018, and it starts with you guys. So I think that's all. We're going to get out of this episode. Oh, make sure you find us and plan to come to Orlando on February 11th for our meetup. Stay tuned to our Instagram and our social channels for more information about that. And we can't wait to see you. It's going to be a blasty blast.
Yep.
But for now, we're going to get out of here. I'm Andrew.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Luke.
Peace out.
Bye.
Hold on to your butts.